Hey everybody, movie fan Z here. So the movie that I just got finished watching is 1998's The Mask of Zorro, which this is about my third time watching it all the way through. So basically, a young thief who is seeking revenge for his brother's death is trained by the former Zorro, who's now aged and is on his own pursuit of vengeance. So, this movie is directed by Martin Campbell, and it stars Antonio Banderas as Alejandro Murrieta, but also Zorro. You have Antonio Banderas, who is Diego de la Vega, and he was the aging Zorro. You have Catherine Zeta-Jones is Elena, who has a connection to Anthony Hopkins. Stuart Wilson plays Don Rafael Montero, who is the rival of Anthony Hopkins. And what's the guy's name? Matt Letcher plays Captain Love, who is the rival, the villain of Antonio Banderas' Zorro. So I decided to watch this again because I had read a review on the movie subreddit where someone gave their review of this movie. And basically, what got me wanting to watch this movie again is because they mentioned that if you like movies like Indiana Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean and things like that, that you would enjoy this movie. And I will have to say, this is an enjoyable movie, but it's not as great as I remember it being. But it's still a very good time. I think the only thumbs down that I would give is that it takes a little bit to get into the movie. Things like Pirates of the Caribbean or Indiana Jones, like, you're in it from the beginning. Like, it grabs you right away. But there are a lot of positives. I liked all of the performances of everybody that I mentioned. I did like the story. There was some good comedy in there. But the biggest thing is the action. A lot of good sword fights, evading gunshots, but a lot of it just sword fights, and it was really cool to watch, especially in interesting locations as well. So, in terms of ratings, one of the ratings is closely to what I think the movie is, and we'll get to that at the end. But it has a 6.8 on IMDb. It has a 63 on Metacritic, and it has an 83 on Rotten Tomatoes. And 83 is the one that closely resembles it, because I give this like a 4 to 5. So basically in that range. But that is my review for 1998's The Mask of Zorro. Come back next time for another review. This movie fan Z signing off. Have a good night.